We're going to see Nope and C15. Going to get a Fox Ditto. Another one, too. So C15 already warmed up in this.
Actually, don't know when the last time these two played either, but they're both from Jacksonville. Just because C15 hasn't been coming out these past like 2 seasons, like it's hard to really say exactly how he's going to perform against all the PR members that have been showing up every week, every other week, stuff like that. It's that volatile Fox that we talked about earlier, but haven't got to see yet. Now we finally get to see it in the form of Jacksonville versus Jacksonville.
I mean, we did see C15 look very strong against ADMJ, so we'll see if we'll be able to carry that over. But he has only been on the warm-up setup, and the same stakes aren't in play until right now. This is to make putting you in the top 3. This is to give you a chance to make it into grand finals.
Nope, starting out strong. They got right into it. No hand wars, nothing like that.
Just coming out swinging. And I'm glad you pointed out the fact in the last game that Nope is playing the Mewtwo King Fox, because I was sitting here going, oh, which one is which?
Yep.
Good coverage on that Firefox onto the stage. That's going to be it. Only 23%. Ooh, the quick combo's back. And I love that dash attack in. We see the perfect shield from Nope, but he shines and then hits the neutraler instead, just to keep that pressure on.
Get off me, get off me, get off me. Just using that frame 1 tool.
It's my turn. Now
Yeah.
it's my turn. Now it's my turn.
They're both whiffing it. Ooh, I like that walling out the back air, but actually gets clipped by the get-up attack to stuff out his full conversion.
And the full jump in place and the landing there gives C15 the advantage. We've seen a bunch of high Firefoxes so far. We'll see if Nope starts to catches onto that. Oh, but the unfortunate SD, and the Nope head shake in response too. Doesn't want to see it play out like that. Wants to be able to get a firm victory over C15.
Yeah. Ooh, the Phantom Shine?
I've seen a lot of Phantom today.
I know.
The UCF conspiracy is
Uh-oh.
real.
Don't tell the conspirators.
But now dead even at 2 stocks apiece. Quick 51.
Big up smash, but it's not going to be enough to kill, but
Oh my god, the 0 to death!
finds that conversion. Oh, you're right. I thought he just evened up the stocks, but no, he takes a full stock lead when he's been fighting from behind this entire time. This is where that C15 neutral comes out. Just punishing Nope's not good.
And 2 SDs from C15 gives Nope a fighting chance, because it was 150% unanswered.
They're making Jacksonville look bad right now.
I mean, it's hard to look bad from loser semis, but I mean, yeah, 3 SDs in game 1 alone, not a great start.
Who can look the least bad? Who SDs the less? The lesser. Where are we going? Back? FD. Ooh. This is Nope's counter pick. Yes, because he's the last one that SD'd. Okay.
Yeah,
so
you had to sit back and count through them. But yeah, we're going to see who can pull off their best Swede impression.
yeah, they're both pretty proficient at the chain grab. So it's pretty dangerous for one of them to take the other one to FD. So we'll see how this plays back out. I had a feeling they'd run it back. It's just solid. Got all the battlefield. Amada shines in.
And as we say, the first Swede impression comes out. The quick Armada shine closes it out. And another one, perhaps.
Good recovery by Nope, but C15 trying to close up all these opportunities.
There's that overshoot in air you spoke about.
Overshoot in air.
Roll back on platform, not the greatest movement option, but it does get him out of the situation until he gets hit with those double up smashes.
Big raw up smash. This whole combo opener. Oh.
With the forward tilt.
Still finding conversions off of this. That's a full stock.
Wow,
the laser turnaround. He didn't need it, but it looked nice.
Top 36 most disrespectful lasers.
Nah, he'll tell you that it was optimal.
Well, I mean, it's recently that Leffin was talking about how that laser turnaround is probably the future of his meta, at least.
Yeah, and
so.
then I'm using Crush with the laser lands and stuff like that. I'm like, I was like, how is Fox a brand new character every year?
Yeah,
how are we finding just new ridiculous things?
Not fair. Shout out to the days when Sheik was the best character here, man. Those were the days. Let's take it to Big Blue. But I mean, I honestly believe that neither of these players were old enough to be playing competitive Melee when Big Blue was a thing.
I don't think they were born yet. I think at least Nope is younger than Melee itself.
I'm so old. That's hysterical, though. I mean, to think about how long of a future Melee has when you have, you know,
new generations,
the future of the meta in these young hands. You can see Nope with a pretty commanding lead in this game right now, full stock lead, and he puts himself in great position with the turnaround laser, just waiting to wall out with the back air again.
C15 fighting from behind, and last game we saw him make it work out despite his SDs, but Nope has been pushing this advantage. Even if it's 1-to-1 and he's not even like hardly outplaying C15, you're still going even with Fox at a deficit. So you never want that. You want to be able to push your own advantage.
Of course, because when you're trading hits, you're losing.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Thunder's
strong.
combo.
As strong of a character as Fox is, you know, on an optimal level, it should be a 0 to death every time.
Pass Fox.
Oh, tries to follow up, but the shine just too quick for him. You see the eye roll from C15 too, a little bit frustrated by it perhaps. Caught in the turnaround, but it doesn't quite matter there.
Another trade, but C15 is actually closing this gap, and he could take the stock really soon. Oh,
into the loving arms of Nope though, and that should be death.
that was an amazing back air because it almost looked like he was going to commit to jumping off stage with it, but then he barely lands right back on stage, and then it sets him up to jump out there for that shine.
Yeah, and that all started off of a misspaced aerial from C15. Jumps into his arms, into the back throw, and that's it.
So it's not looking good. C15 ended up winning game 1, but it wasn't a clean win really by either person's part, but Nope was playing really well game 1, and now showed it again in game 2.
Jab resets into the charge up smash, then follows the DI off the up smash into an up tilt into another up smash, giving him 87 now in the first 15 seconds.
Nope, just calling out these recovery approaches every time. Okay, finally goes down. C15, you mentioned it earlier, has been recovering high a lot of the time.
Quick double shines. I like it. Oh, what a quick stock.
And that's what C15 needed. He's able to close out those stocks when he has the opportunity to.
I mean, when you're getting out neutraled as hard as he was in that first stock, getting a 22% stock is exactly what the doctor ordered on that.
Overshoot Nair is so good because even if they don't dash back and they just stand still and shield, it still is crossing them up, and they can't shield these grab before.
Oh. We're seeing both players start to rely on these high recoveries. That could result in some really early stocks. There's going to be one there.
Finds it again. Takes the lead.
We see him start to wait out that transformation. I was going to say this is actually a pretty good one right now. Obviously both players playing Fox, but I mean obviously maybe not as comfortable on the water transformation. You see Nope wait as long as possible.
Tried to wait out the get-up attack to scoop him up with that up air, but still gets clipped by it, just barely mistimes it.
Oh, up tilt in the back air. Doesn't get the edge guard, but he puts himself in a great position to follow up.
And now Nope is the one losing all these trades. But can we find a stock? Yep. Sound Wolf angle is not strong enough.
But unfortunately, Nope at 113. This should be it. Yep. Now down a full stock. This will determine counter picks for game 5. Ooh, no. Never want to see the illusion on stage.
Strong bears coming out, just forcing Nope into the corner.
This is so pivotal too, as long of a stage as Pokemon Stadium is, if you can trap your opponent into making bad decisions, you know, especially with the combos of Fox on Fox, it's so hard to get out.
I think C15 read that type away with the dash tag, but just barely misses. Oh, that was amazing actually. He did that overshoot Nair, saw that he whiffed it, and then just went for the double jab, a super quick option right in front of him to stop Nope's probably grab attempt. And just like KO. Beautiful stuff from C15.
And a 2-stock in response to his first loss so far.
I cannot tell who's going to win this. It's really hard. They've both been playing pretty well.
Ooh.
This is what we're talking about. Who knows who FD will favor when they're both proficient at the chain grab.
A little bit of a scary overshoot with that full hop there, but he comes back with the falling down air.
Good ambiguous DI from C15, but Nope calls it out, covers it with the up tilt.
My God.
Oh, I thought it shined.
Oh, no. Not like this.
Bad.
No.
Covers it all. Misses the shine. Did he touch the ground? He touched the ground. We have a jump. He touched the ground again.
My God.
This is nasty.
Finally.
Okay.
Finally closes it out.
No tech on the wall or anything like that.
And that's C15 saying, I am going to hold my ground on this. I am not going to let you back for free. And that's so important. You talk about like how strong FD can swing momentum back and forth. Letting your opponent live at those high percents like that can be a game changer. Right now, C15 at 124. He's one grab away from causing him so much trouble.
When you're down a stock and then you respawn and then you get grabbed and you're like the Fox chain grab, you're just like, oh, this is rough. But nope, able to clutch out that stock. Still below 100, so anything's possible.
He's got a little bit of crouch cancel left in it, but not too much. Oh, but he gets to grab at 100. That's all that matters.
I'm going to assume the forward throw is on accident, which is unfortunate because that could have been a big momentum swing in his favor. He needs to find that grab once more.
Oh, big back airs on ledge.
All off that tournament winner.
High recoveries again, and Nope staying just closing it out.
Ooh, no ledge. C15 calls it straight out. Up smash. Good DI.
Fox up smash, man. It's a combo tool. It's a stock ender.
Yep.
It can find your keys for you.
I don't understand these forward throws, but
I mean, as an attempt to maybe force him into the corner, but I mean, C15 is just jumping out every time. High again. No,
he went to cover it too. Yeah, but back air? No. When it gets that high percent, you don't need up air to get the KO. You can find it with back air sometimes, especially as a DI mix-up.
This is looking really bad for Nope right now.
He's
This
got to
will
come
probably
back.
be the stop.
No jump, and this will be it. 3-1.
So C15 advancing into losers finals.
Losers finals to play Chef Rock, which I don't think that matchup has ever happened.
Really?
I don't think so.
Fascinating.
So I like that set, and for some reasons, I think there was some moments